Welcome back. Our return to dry weather is showing up once again in our weekly drought reports. KXAN's chief meteorologist Nick Bannin is tracking that for us and has a look at the new map, and we are missing quite a bit of rain now.
Yeah, you could probably have guessed which direction that today's drought report was going to go. We haven't had much rain at all. Had a couple wet days in October, but really November has been super dry. So let's show you today's newest drought monitor, and you could see that moderate drought, level 1 drought, covers a large portion of the area now, including much of the hill country. Then you get into severe drought as you get into portions of the majority of Travis and certainly Hayes counties and Bastrop, Caldwell, a little bit of Lee and Fayette County until you get into that extreme drought in much of Fayette County and portions of southern Hayes County. How does this differ from last week? Well, this was last week's report. We had a lot of the hill country that was not in drought, but was technically dry. And those dry areas have now entered drought for the first time here in a little bit. So worsening by about 1 category in much of the hill country. Notice also portions of northwestern San Saba have entered the severe drought. So that's how things have changed here over the last week. And a recap just for Austin specifically, we've only had 0.12 of an inch of rain so far this month. Normal by now is 1.41. So we're missing about 1.33 inches for the month. But of course, it's more than just this month's rain that's causing our drought. It's the rain that we've been missing much of the year, much of the last several years. Our rainfall deficit since January 1st is closing in on 7 inches now. And we're not alone. Look at the statewide departure from average. So comparing how much rain they should have had by this time this year since January 1st. You can see our departure from average there at 7 inches. Del Rio missing a foot of rain. Same for Corpus Christi. Houston missing 10 inches of rain. There are some wetter parts, but barely. Waco is 1 inch in the surplus category. Amarillo 5 inches on the plus side of rainfall there. But the majority of the state missing rain. Only a few spots have more than is average. Of course, we'll keep tracking things as we go through the week. Things thankfully trending wetter for next week. As far as what's happening outside now, Ally Medical Emergency Room camera in Dripping Springs, blue skies and sunshine. Pretty nice weather today, even though we do know that we need the rain. We are looking like we're going to get some soon though. 80s across the majority of Texas now. Not just that, but the air is continuing to trend gradually more humid. Dew points in the mid-50s is not humid, but it is more humid than it was this time yesterday. And that southeasterly breeze continues to pump in more moisture, and that's now showing itself in the form of morning clouds and fog. We saw that this morning. In the afternoon, though, plenty of sunshine, but don't be surprised if each and every morning there's some areas of fog and low clouds around. I think there'll be some around tomorrow before the skies turn mostly sunny again, and of course the majority of the day very bright, but early on that morning commute could feature some areas of low clouds and fog. Not everybody's going to start with fog and low clouds. In fact, some days you'll have it where you are, some days they'll be in the neighborhood over, and then we'll be back to sunshine again. That includes your Saturday, looking mostly sunny, and Sunday too. So tonight, some areas of low clouds and fog really late in the night, really not until after about 3 in the morning or so. The majority of the night clear. Overnight lows down to 61. South wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, but it does back off through the night. Our day tomorrow heading for 86. Today, it's looked like we've reached about 85 for the high, so just slightly warmer tomorrow than today. South wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then your weekend, we continue the warm up. Both days feature the chance for some morning clouds and areas of fog, giving way to a mostly sunny sky. 87 Saturday, 88 on Sunday. Then we start to get a little more optimistic about rainfall here for next week. So we've taken out the rain chances for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Those were mostly gone a couple of days ago. Tuesday, still a 10% rain chance, especially later in the day. But Wednesday and Thursday's rain chances, we have now boosted those. Chances of rain on Wednesday at 40%, 50% on Thursday. As long as things look the way that they look now, as we get a little closer to, I wouldn't be surprised if those rain chances go up. There's still several days, though, between now and this storm that we want to make sure that we're not too optimistic about the rain. But things are looking good for now. Should things pan out, this is how much rain we expect to get. North of Austin, 1 to 2 inches when you add up Wednesday and Thursday's rain of next week. South of Austin, southwest, southeast of Austin may get a little under an inch. I don't think it's going to be as low as a quarter of an inch, but there'll be about a ½ inch to an inch for most of you there. So some promising signals here for wet weather, but after the weekend. Here's a look at our first warning weather 7-day forecast. You can see all that sunshine here through Monday after the morning low clouds. Highs of 88 Sunday and Monday, 86 Tuesday, down to 83 as we get wetter on Wednesday, and highs only in the 70s on Thursday.